Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, here on this chart at the moment, nothing unexpected, no changes at the moment, no crazy developments since yesterday, even though it's been a very interesting and positive week. I mean, we have really some movements in some altcoins that haven't moved in a long time, which is really good. Altcoins are starting to get more interesting. Even Ethereum is starting to get more interesting. I mean, for me, even better than the price sometimes is the sentiment that I can see when people, how many people are watching the videos. And when I see Ethereum is picking up in views, yeah, and also ADA, things are truly changing. So it is just something I'm observing, of course, as well. And it just tells me that people are getting more interested in altcoins, in Ethereum, which is, of course, also an altcoin with a special status. But yeah, Bitcoin still leading the way, but we started to see a dip in Bitcoin dominance in the last couple of days. Let's take a very quick look at Bitcoin dominance first, just for anybody who's not aware. I don't want to talk about the entire chart, but you can see here that we're currently starting this pullback potentially. Whether this is something more substantial or simply an internal fourth wave correction, second, didn't want to grab that. We will have to see. There is support between 57% and 59%, but please note that Elliott Wave analysis on the Bitcoin dominance chart is, of course, it's more for fun. It's more speculative. It is not a prediction. I mean, this is not a tradable asset as such, Bitcoin dominance, but we can still use the Elliott waves and Fib levels to identify some tendencies. Yeah. This is more something that I'm doing just to understand which direction does the trend go, and just also just to understand, when do important Fib levels break, and don't trust the wave count here so much, but overall we have a noticeable dip. Nothing major yet, okay, nothing that we haven't seen before, but there's just after the election obviously an interesting development. So that indicates, or that is one of the explanations why, or it's the effect, it's both. The explanation and the effect of why Ethereum and other altcoins are getting more popular. So it's just, of course, why do I mention it in the Bitcoin video? Well, it's Bitcoin dominance, so it's dropping. So it's just an early signal that things might be changing there a little bit. And someone asked me, does it mean Bitcoin has to go down now? No, of course not. This is simply indicating that Bitcoin's dominance is reducing. Locally, just locally at this stage, this is, we're still way, above the, above August, July lows, June lows, we're still way above that, right? So it just means that the altcoins are getting a little bit more dominant and money is flowing into these altcoins. We have seen that already in, was it a couple of weeks ago in one of our Sunday member live streams. By the way, we have the next one on Sunday. If you want to participate, check out the membership. We will definitely talk about the sector. I'm not sure if we talk about the altcoins, or it's definitely something that has to do with the current situation in the market. It's at 5 p.m. UTC. But we took a look at the USDT market cap chart, market cap USDT dominance, and this is definitely something interesting. We saw already back then a break of the trend line. It was our early signal that the altcoins might be starting a move, or the crypto sector is starting to go up a little bit more. And again, those are the early signals we discuss in our live streams and in our membership. I haven't really discussed this so much here on YouTube, but that's the value of the membership, right? So we already saw that decline. We saw that, what does it mean? For anybody who doesn't know, USDT dominance shifting to the downside. Well, it means that people institutions, investors, traders are shifting funds back from stable coins into other cryptos. Yeah, so money should flow in, prices should go up, and the fact that we see Bitcoin dominance drop as well indicates some of that money is coming into altcoins. Now, quick look at the Bitcoin chart then. Here again, nothing has changed really on the daily chart. Still looking at this increase here, this rally on our daily chart. Still bullish. There are two support areas which are currently supporting the uptrend. The first one is between 69,418 and 73,977. and the lower one is 60,800 to 66,520. These will move with the price if the price pushes higher. As I said in the last few days, I would prefer another push higher to 78k. I could even see it extend to 81k, but I would like to see 78k reached next. The support area is just if we start to see break of micro support on the 1 hour chart, then I'm going to watch the first one here. Obviously, initially, this will be tested first. So it's going to be the more relevant one initially. This is for our blue scenario, in which this could be an internal fourth wave. Then we get another fifth wave to the upside of wave C of circle 3. Then a wave 4 pullback and a wave 5. This is interesting. And then, okay, if we break below that upper support area, it would mean we break back into the range most likely. Then it would likely be the white scenario with support at 60,800. Both bullish, but in the white count, the wave 4, because it's a larger degree, would allow for a, let's say, a larger pullback, right? So overall, but as long as so that means in simple terms that we shouldn't see a break below 60.8k anymore. Not until we get one more high in wave 5. So overall bullish. These are the risk levels. The upper one will be tested first. Looking, and I have added late yesterday, these even the blue count to our short-term chart. So this is the short-term chart. This shows the blue third wave here as well. It just means that, okay, we are already, we start to see some exhaustion here. It's starting to get choppy, but that doesn't mean the top is in. 78k next target. Could easily extend a bit higher. For me, the micro count isn't so important. The micro count definitely still allows for upside, but it is already visually a 5-wave move up. So any pullback could be here. This could land in this support region, which I just read out on the daily chart. But there is no indication of a top as long as we're holding above 74,480, which is the Thursday low. Only a break below that level would indicate that the next pullback has started. But until then, the overall focus in the short term could be on higher, in the white count, in the third wave, or in the blue third wave, different wave degrees. But the depth of the next pullback will tell us which scenario it is. Again, this support area will be watched first. And for now, even direct upside is still, it's preferred. The trend is still up, right? I typically say that as long as it's reasonable to do so or easy to do so, it makes sense to go with the trend. And the trend is still up even locally. And this white microstructure still allows for a little bit of upside for the next day or so. But only as long as we're holding above the red line. So that would be our signal. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you want to get live chart access to these charts, also the USDT dominance chart, Bitcoin dominance chart, and so on, feel free to join the membership. It would be the silver or gold memberships, which include live chart access and Discord access. On Sunday, you could also participate in the next member live stream every Sunday, 5 p.m. UTC. It's a great time to have a conversation, to connect with members. I'm sure it's going to get busy on Sunday. Last week's were not that busy because it was a bit boring, but the last live stream topics were really, really helpful. I think the US election forecast and effects on the market were discussed, and Bitcoin dominance, total market cap, USDT dominance. Anybody who attended that live stream knew already about the potential shift that was already underway. So that's the update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.